I'm Wheelchair Jimmy, and I'm rolling through Seaside, Oregon today, where it is beautiful. You know, for those of you who don't know, the Pacific Northwest has some magnificent ocean resorts and beaches, and Seaside, Oregon is, at least in my mind, the most family-friendly with lots of activities. It's located on the northern coast of Oregon, about an hour and a half west of Portland and 4.5 hours from Seattle. Now, I drove here from the Seattle area, and it's a beautiful drive through the back roads of Washington down through Astoria. Just 9 miles north of Cannon Beach, Seaside is a casual resort town where you can just park your vehicle and stroll around for a few days. The broad promenade along the Pacific Ocean runs the entire length of downtown. Seaside is level, fully accessible, and simply spectacular. You know, everything here revolves around the beach and the promenade. They even have major volleyball tournaments, which they're planning now. Most of the hotel properties are located either along the promenade or 4 or 5 blocks inland along the river inlet. So let's look at the options, including those properties to avoid. Along the river, as they call it, there are 4 major properties all clustered together on one side of the river or the other. It's 0.4 miles to the promenade, about an 8-minute stroll, and there's an easy bridge over the river. Now, all 4 properties have large accessible self-park lots, served breakfast only, had an accessible indoor pool, and offered 3 or 4 wheelchair accessible rooms. All were close to nearby accessible restaurants. So which is better? Well, my favorite river property, by far, is the Rivertide Suites. All rooms are condo style with accessible kitchens and living rooms, and were very spacious. They offer king and queen beds, and 2 of the 4 rooms have roll-in showers. You know, even the regular bathrooms were accessible for a manual wheelchair. Even the balconies off each room were accessible. And from the 4th floor crow's nest on the roof, there are great views of the river and Seaside. During my Seaside visit, I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express, which is now my 2nd favorite river choice. It seemed newly built, very nice, with a large lobby and breakfast room, wide hallways, and it was very wheelchair friendly. You know, as you can see, the bathroom was good size, and there's a pull-down bench seat in the roll-in shower. The shower controls are a bit too far to reach from the shower seat. The bed was great, but 2 to 3 inches higher than normal. You know, overall, great hotel. One of the hotels I would avoid? The River Inn. Look, it's a very nice hotel with a nice river location, but the beds are 10 to 12 inches higher than normal. Yeah, to their credit, the 3 accessible guest rooms with the rolling showers were quite nice, and the outdoor patio on the river with the fire pit was a nice touch, but I couldn't stay here because of the bed height. The Comfort Inn and Suites Boardwalk was built in the early 1990s. It's a bit older, the hallway's narrower, but it's got a good river location and is wheelchair accessible. I just thought the other nearby options were way better. Regarding restaurants along the river, I thought McCowan's Restaurant and Bar was very nice and very accessible. You know, I should note that one of the double front entry doors is sometimes locked, so call in advance. And the men's restroom has a table that limits bathroom stall door access to about 30 inches. Regarding properties on the promenade, the Oceanfront, Seaside has 2 major hotel properties, the Shilo Inn Suites Hotel and the Best Western Ocean View Resort. And frankly, I can't recommend the Shilo Inn Suites because the beds are 6 to 8 inches too high, and at least for me, that's not accessible. You know, before I move on, let me just say that the Shilo Inn Suites with 113 rooms is probably the best located hotel property in Seaside and on the promenade. It's a very nice oceanfront hotel, albeit I think a bit dated. It's got wonderful ocean views and is wheelchair accessible, except for the bed height. The rooms are spacious, although maybe a bit dark, and the bathrooms are fully accessible. The roll-in shower has no seat, but hey, it's a nice property, but it's not accessible for me. The full-service Boardwalk Restaurant and Bar, located in the Shilo Inn, which is where I had dinner, is very nice, accessible, and overlooks the promenade and ocean. You know, there are 6 to 7 steps in front of the Shilo Inn and the Boardwalk Restaurant, but there are 2 or 3 designated handicap parking spaces right there and an accessible ramp. Now, the Best Western Ocean View Resort, it has 107 guest rooms, 6 wheelchair accessible guest rooms, and 4 roll-in showers. It's located on the Oceanfront Promenade, a quarter mile north of downtown, which is an easy level 5-minute stroll. Now, the Best Western Resort is a very nice, newly renovated oceanfront property. There are wonderful ocean views, it's very wheelchair friendly, and each wheelchair accessible room has 2 queen beds. The bathroom is fully wheelchair accessible, though not huge, and the roll-in shower has no seat. Now, the resort has a nice full-service accessible restaurant, Salvador's, which, as you can see, is down a somewhat long ramp. The hotel complex has an easy beach access. As a side note, the WorldMark by Wyndham is nicely located on the promenade, but it's a timeshare property and is available only to owners and guests of owners. There are several properties listed below that I did not visit, but after speaking with the front desk, I would avoid. They're smaller, older, and generally not accessible. So to quickly recap, my 2 favorite properties are the Rivertide Suites and the Best Western Ocean View Resort. But whatever you pick, you're going to really enjoy Seaside. There are lots of restaurants and activities for the whole family. You know, we came here for a family birthday weekend some years ago and really enjoyed ourselves. It's casual, not too expensive, and the sandy beaches are a real memory. You will love it. Roll on, America!